Well, hello, and today, once again, this is the Gay Schizophrenic. As promised, I am gay and schizophrenic. It's September 10th, 2024, and as promised, posting one of these every day at 7 p.m. or about, if at all possible, if I'm not busy doing something. So, today's episode is called, episode 2, is called How I Became a Skinhead. Well, let's see here. I was a punk rocker for several years. I'm not good at keeping track of time, maybe 4 or 5. And then I had to shave off my green hair, and I didn't like barbers, so I just kept shaving my head. I was wearing the bomber jacket, which is skinhead uniform, because my leather jacket with stuff written all over it and spikes didn't fit into the working world. So I happened to be wearing this bomber jacket all the time, a green bomber jacket. I wore blue jeans and a white t shirt all the time and boots. So it pretty much became undeniable I was a skinhead, even though that wasn't my intention. I remember being in a bar, a skinhead bar, and I was shooting pools with some skinhead, and I told him, I'm not a skinhead, just so you know. And he looked at me with this weird look, and I was like, well, that's not going to fly. And I was too pissed off to be a sharp, a skinhead against racial prejudice, so I wasn't the nice kind of skinhead. Never committed any hate crimes or anything, or belonged to any organization. Mostly just hanged out with this one other skinhead. And yeah, for a bunch of years, I was a pretty angry person, said a lot of stupid racist stuff, listened to a lot of white power music on the YouTube, blasted that off my porch all the time. And that's basically the gist of how I became a skinhead. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, some of the threads on the tape recorder that I love to use, since this is me messing around with the tape recorder a lot, and the word skinhead comes up. So I just wanted to clear the air. I'm still a boot boy, and I might say I'm a skinhead occasionally just because I'm not that into not offending people or watering shit down. But basically, I'm a skinhead anarchist. Grew out of the shaved head thing a long time ago. Still keep it short. But yeah, skinhead anarchist, and we're going to get into that today through some of our pre-recordings. So how about we have some fun with the tape recorder now? Doesn't that sound delightful? All right, let's see what we got here. Now, this first one is Johnny Rotten, who was the lead singer of the Sex Pistols. But when they broke up, he went ahead and formed his own band, Public Image. I think it's Public Image LTD, actually. And he has a song Rise, where he says, I could be wrong, I could be right. Or maybe it's the other way, maybe it could be right, maybe it could be wrong. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and listen to that song, or it's in the background while I play subliminal messages over it. So let's see if we can brainwash you with the tape recorder. Doesn't that sound like fun? Alrighty, let's see. Let's just get going with this. Uh, It's on, and there we go. I talk about anarchy since people are way too uncivilized nowadays for true anarchy. I'm talking about the government only protecting our lives and property, collecting taxes, of course, for civil works, the roads, all that stuff. Why not? We need that stuff. But yep, the government should be limiting, controlling, protecting our lives and property, and nothing else should be illegal. If it doesn't involve taking someone's life, taking someone's property, of course you get the whole rape thing. Well, a lot of those claims are exaggerated. So, I'm not pro-rape, pro-sex. Huh. I guess you gotta refine something like our lives, property, and women's hose. So there you go. That's my philosophy. Now that was not a fully formed philosophy. But if we get better into the next one or the next couple, it becomes fully formed. You see, you can work things out if you talk to yourself a little bit with a tape recorder, since you can't afford therapy, so using the tape recorder as a therapist. So let's just see how this idea evolves. So, except that I'm an anarchist, surely some some kind of boot boy. Why not call it a skinhead? It's offensive. And I'm definitely a boot boy. That's never changed. So I'm anarchist boot boy. And I believe all the government should do is protect our property and persons. I think that covers pretty much everything they should do with regards to policing the civilian element. And that's what I believe. And I could be wrong. I could be right. We all know I'm right. No more criminal crimes, as the Osborne said. Now, notice I changed protect our lives to protect our persons. So now it's an airtight theory. Protect our persons and property. That's it. Collect taxes for the roads and crap. That's all you need. So if you want to poke holes in it, I encourage you to just leave them in the comments. And I will comment on the comments in future videos. And if you missed episode 1, be sure to go and take a look at that one. Also titled Gay Schizophrenic. This one's going to be titled Gay Schizophrenic, How I Became a Skinhead. And people might search that, right? So sounds good, how I became a skinhead. People want to know. How'd you become a crazy skinhead? Well, I'll tell you. Let's see what's more on our tape recorder. Let's just see what we have here. Why do I find it so hard to lay down? If I lay down, I can probably get some sleep. But I don't want to lay down. For what is the reason? Well, I have the house to myself right now, which is nice. So I might as well stay awake. I don't know what other possible reason there could be. Just no idea. Just why am I staying up so late? I haven't been drinking at this point. I already got drunk. So there you go. There you go. Well, there's more to ponder there. That was recorded at nighttime. Having a little bit of trouble to sleep as I try to get my drinking under control. And just so you know, we are keeping this to 30 minutes. So try to stick with us throughout the whole program and we'll just see where things go. So just see where else our tape recorder takes us. Waiting on my buffalo chicken cheesesteak. Tantalizing, delicious, exciting. I made sure to get blue cheese, so I won't be let down. But will they use enough blue cheese? If they don't use enough blue cheese, I have blue cheese, so that should be okay. Yeah, gotta hold back the dog, my vicious dog, from attacking the delivery man. That's important. So, should be here shortly. Unless they want to fuck me over and not bringing my goddamn cheesesteak. They get really mad. Grr. Burn down the pizzeria. Alright, talk to you later. Now, clearly, I wouldn't actually burn down the pizzeria. I'd just be really angry and upset, let down. Because not getting a cheesesteak when you order one, that has to be one of the worst feelings imaginable. And if you don't know what a cheesesteak is, well, fuck you. Especially from you're in New York and you call it a Philly roast beef sandwich. Really? You can't get it straight? You're less than 1,000 miles away and you can't get it straight. Come on, Amtrak connects right here. Just hop on Amtrak for an hour and a half and get one. Just figure out how to make it yourself. And it's a hoagie, not a hero, not a sub. Not really angry about that if I sound angry. Just kind of joking around a little. Well, let's see where else our tape recorder takes us. Buffalo chicken cheesesteak was delicious. I only ate half. I'm saving the rest for later. And filled me with feelings of joy and wonder to the point that I want to sing the Spice Girls. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Making love forever. Friendship never ends. And if I got the words wrong, I said, no, I should listen to the Spice Girls. Thanks. That was unnecessary. I'm sorry. I feel as a gay man, I'm allowed to say it. But I still don't like to. But it was funny because I was making fun of people that listen to the Spice Girls. So if you listen to the Spice Girls, please don't be offended and please have better taste in music. But if you want to be my lover, you have to get with my friends. We're into gangbangs and stuff. That's what the song's about. If you want to be my lover, got to get banged by my friends. That's just wrong on so many levels. That's not good. Let's see if it takes us in a positive direction now.
I apologize to the audience for using the F word. I was trying to be funny. It's okay, I'm allowed to say it. Maybe you're not, but I am. So get over yourself. If you want to keep listening to me, feel free. If you don't, fuck her off. And, yeah, I really think the buffalo cheesesteak did deliver. I've had better, but I haven't had worse. Maybe I said that wrong. It was middle of the road, is what I'm trying to say. My throat burns from whiskey. Man's whiskey in man's country, where buffalo chicken roams free. Roam, buffalo chicken, roam. Now, I've never actually seen a buffalo chicken. I'm curious as to what it would actually look like. Usually, when you're dealing with more than one animal being combined into an animal, the larger animal gets the head of the smaller animal. So I'm picturing a buffalo with a chicken head, and I guess the chicken head would have horns? I'm not sure.
All right, we'll put some thought into that one. Buffalo chicken. Buffalo chicken. It's delicious. But yeah, not too much to discuss on that one. I was obviously satisfied with the buffalo chicken cheesesteak, and it did arrive in a timely manner. It cost me $20 with tip after delivery charges and all. It's just $16.25 after delivery charges. I feel like tipping good. You know, if we're gonna tip somebody less than $5, I don't feel like asking for $1 back. Makes me kind of feel like a dick. So yeah, maybe you're now realizing that you're a dick. It's not too late. It is. If you're a dick, you're a dick. There's nothing you can do about it. And in case you can't tell, most people think I'm a dick. Actually, call me an asshole, but that's whatever. That wasn't a gay reference. Just that's what my friends tell me I was an asshole. They never seem to call me a dick, which would be more accurate because I'm a top. Hmm. Well, moving on. Let's see where else this wonderful journey of tape recording takes us.
Now, I may have made fun of people for listening to the Spice Girls, but the fact is I listen to the Smiths Money. So, there's a club and you want to go to find somebody who really loves you. But you go home and stand on your own, and you stand on your own, and you go home and you cry and you want to die.
Oh, that was the Smiths, and clearly I didn't get all the words right, but I suck. What can I say? Once again, not a gay reference, especially because I only do that on first dates, and then half-assedly. I'm just mainly into banging. But let's see what else we got here.
I'm aware that I didn't get the words right for that either, and that's my fault. So, yeah, maybe next time I use a little karaoke screen, maybe that would help.
I'll
You
be
know, a lot
back.
of artists use karaoke screens for live performances, can't remember all the words. Back in the 70s, you had to remember all your words. You had to be so hopped up on acid and coke that nothing you could think of was song lyrics. Nowadays, they're all hopped up on fentanyl. They're all fucking lazy. And fucking listening with the goddamn fucking karaoke machine at the performance. Either that or they're not singing at all. It's just a replay. Milli Vanilli, how they took the fall for it. So raw, so talented. The way they danced, not the way they sang, because they weren't really singing. Milli Vanilli, look it up.
Look up Milli Vanilli. It's pretty funny. Basically, they're lip syncing, and the recording craps out in the middle of a concert, and therefore found out they were frauds. Lots of people lip sync. They were just the fall guy. Kind of like how Matthew Shepard's the one gay that got killed for being gay, you know, the only one they put in the media, but it happened all over the Midwest and other parts of the country. They just have a poster boy for it. Well, that's just good old fashioned American brainwashing. Bring up the issue, act like it's only one issue, and just let things go from there. Not sure where I'm going with that, but you get the gist of it. The brainwashing. Or if you don't, then you should think about the brainwashing.
I just gotta figure out how to turn this into a podcast so I can make some freaking money.
Hmm.
It would be good because I need money. I need money. I'm a capitalist. Capitalists need money. Not hunter gatherer in the sense of the word anymore. Did Philly just hit a home run? Somebody just might. Oh, he's crying. There's no crying in baseball. Come on, get up. Now the other team, the Rays scored. And outfielder is feeling rejected and sad. Must be an important game. You're that he's a fucking pussy. Jesus Christ, quit your crying. They didn't jump high enough. Yeah, maybe your daddy will beat you for that. Oh, you dropped the ball over the fence. Jesus Christ. Talking about some issues there. That's Rojas. He's cool. That shouldn't be so hard on him. The whole crying thing seems unnecessary. The pitcher's having a breakdown, too. Theatrics. Heartbreaking is what the announcer called heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking.
I suppose it is. I wouldn't want to drop a ball like that. It might get shot or something. Anyway, it's not these playoff games. Who really gives a fuck? So I don't know what he's so upset about.
Now, clearly, the reference I made to parents beating little leaguers when they drop catches isn't a funny one. Or is it? I don't know. Let's see what comes up next.
People actually pay to listen to my podcast or get money for advertising or something. I doubt it. I'm not angry. I'm not very nice. I'm not very observant either. Some of that stuff I say might be funny, and sometimes it's just crazy, but I mean, fuck am I to listen to this? Don't you have anything better to do? Seriously. Find something better to do. Watch baseball. Watch them cry over dropping the ball over the fence there, you know? Major letdown and all that stuff. Bring a talk to his therapist about it. Baseball. There's no crying in baseball.
Clearly quoting a league of their own there. If you haven't seen it, it's a great movie about women's baseball. It's kind of a women's empowerment movement. Women should be empowered. I love women empowered movement, especially Thelma and Louise. Of course, they drive their car off the cliff at the end. Sorry if I spoiled the ending for you. Which, if that's maybe what women's empowerment leads to, what's the word for it, allegorically? I don't know. I couldn't think of the smaller word. Well, let's see here. So, who's having fun? Maybe we're thinking a little bit. And, yeah, let's just see. Are we sick of the tape recorder? Well, if you are, you probably shouldn't be watching this podcast. And obviously, no one's going to pay me. I'm going to get barely any views. Barely any views. So, yeah, perhaps I'm the one that needs to get with it, or whatever I was referring to. A little self criticism can be helpful, and self criticism leads to self realization. And let's see what else I said on this thing.
Observational humor here. You know that Harper and Gritty have the exact same beard? Makes you think, you know? Maybe he's moonlighting as a mascot for the Flyers. Gritty kicks ass, and so does Harper. Coincidence? I think not.
Well, yeah, and just Rojas did drop that ball in the Phillies game. It was versus the Rays, regular season game, getting close to the playoffs, and they did go on to win that game. So his daddy did not beat him with a rubber hose. But yeah, so Gritty and Harper, in case you're not familiar, Gritty is the Flyers mascot. He's a wonderful mascot. Not as great as Philly Fanatic, but he's just getting started. And notice him and Harper have the exact same beard. So makes you think, doesn't it? All right, let's see what else we got here.
Well, the Phillies won, so nobody's going to be beating Rojas with a rubber hose. What's that thing they did in, what's it called, Hamburger Hill, or,
Forgot
the one with the Marine barracks, you know, all things possible in war. I forget what it's called. The one with Sergeant Power, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, the Phillies won. So no one will be hitting Rojas with soap and towels. Which they told me when before I got kicked out of the Navy that they did that to some guy and actually killed him. So don't do that. Bad idea.
Alrighty, so referring to a movie I forgot the name of, if you can name that movie, do it in the comments section. Wouldn't that just be great? Of course, you probably don't get the reference. This is from the 80s or 90s and you're not old. If you are old and you're watching podcasts, what the hell is wrong with you? Get a family, raise a family. Just work overtime. You have to be doing something better than watching me. And I'm just kidding. We welcome you here. In fact, I might just love bomb you because I watched the thing on how to start a cult. And if you let me, I'll love bomb you. You can look that up. But yeah, so there we go. Not trying to be a charismatic leader or anything, or am I? Not a cult. This is not a cult. Not trying to start a cult. But if I can figure out how to make you send me money, I will. Okay, moving on. Am I joking? Of course, but I would like you to send me money as soon as I figure out how to set that up. Mainly so we don't have to use this thing all the time. But let's see here. Alrighty. It's too dim lit in here to see how many videos. Well, they're not videos, they're recordings. It's too dim lit in here to see how many recorders I have left. So let's just see where it goes. And we're at the 21-minute mark, right when I said it. Yep, that was the 21-minute mark. So just 9 minutes left of my observational humor, if you want to call that. Quite the Seinfeld, aren't they? So, yeah. And you got some stuff to look up, like who Gritty is. If you don't know, you should know. He's a really cool mascot. And I notice I have to stay close to this thing for it to pick up my voice. So that's why I'm leaning forward. But let's just see what else we got on here.
So, she is a friend of mine. She's a black lesbian, and we get along, and she talks to me all the time, wants to make sure I'm okay, and I want to make sure she's okay, and I've got to write her off. She just texted me, I just farted, and that shit stank. Follow me outside, I got to spray. Okay, well, we were friends. Now, that's just a dirty bitch. I'm kidding, too. I'm gonna play that for you.
In case you can't tell what was going on there, well, I was putting an entry into this little tape recorder right here, which is my therapist, and T happened to send me a rather vulgar text, very unladylike, which is out of character for her, but I guess she was opening up and felt the need to share her farts with me. Now, some of the comments on the next couple of videos are pretty recordings, they're not videos. This is video, this is a recorder. There's a technical difference. Radio. Anyway, so let's name that song in the comment section. Well, anyway, so let's see here. It's Mexican Radio. No one's gonna name it anyway. Forget who sings it. I think it's. Well, I don't know who sings it. A guy not known for many songs besides Mexican Radio. So let's see what we got here. Let's just skip over a couple. And let's see what we got here.
Unfortunately, black comment I only made because I know two of my listeners later and I found getting their skin because I'm a jerk. I thought it was funny. I think it's kind of funny.
Clearly, I was listening to the Sex
So I'm
Pistols,
doing
and
this text. It's not a text, it's a record. So yeah.
I'm constantly pointing out these are recordings in case you can't get that. That was in the subliminal messages there over the rock music. But I think we're about to run out of recordings. Then tomorrow, I'll have to come up with all new ones, or rather tonight, to broadcast it tomorrow at 7 p.m. 7 p.m., I'm your friend. Look me up. Be a new one of me every day. Mostly conflicts only arise on Wednesday night, but you never know. I might go somewhere. I don't like to go anywhere at night. I hate driving at night. I don't like going into the city either. I'm a country boy. Worked on a farm too, for a summer. Then I didn't go back because I was worried to make fun of my punk rock jackets. I got a real job. But let's see here. Let's just see what we got.
Read my book, The Solar Kid of Fable. Kind of got to do an exact search on Google. The Solar Kid of Fable. It's really good. Or at least proves I'm quite insane.
Well, that's a book I wrote. It's a short read. You can read it in 30 minutes or an hour. And it's available on Kindle. It's The Solar Kid, a Fable. It costs $1 if you don't have Kindle Unlimited. It's free if you have Kindle Unlimited. And if you buy it, I get a penny per copy. So 1,000 copies equals, I don't know, it's $100 or $10. They won't send me a check unless I make over $100, which I'm going to frame if I get it. Currently, I think I'm up to 50 or 60 sales, so not a whole lot. And I published it years ago, but it's a delightful read. It's friendly to children. Read it to your kids. Read it yourself. Read it to an old person. They get old enough they're kind of like kids. Well, anyway, let's see what we got next on the tape recorder.
So I'm kind of considering making a YouTube podcast with this crap. Just have to figure out how. So I have to figure out how or somebody can show me. But yeah, YouTube podcast making me millions upon millions of dollars.
Clearly delivered.
Which is the only reason I would do it. I know I'm not going to make that much money, but hell, 200 a month is enough for me. I'll take that. It's buying a disability and a job, which I'm starting in October. I'm going to force my sister to give me a job. I was like, but Mom, Dad has a company and he has to give me a job. But yeah, it's $15 an hour, and I suck at everything. I've never skilled, so it's the only way to get paid decent. Yeah.
You know, I turned down the fucking volume on my phone, so I don't know why the fuck it's
Yeah, I
going
think
on.
it could be kind of entertaining. Guess I could just call it the Gay Schizophrenic Hour. Gay is a key search word, I guess. Schizophrenic is for sure. Put them together. What do you got? You got a channel popping up. Sounds like a plan to me, because I'm anything but not a capitalist. Which means I am a capitalist. I said that backwards. Believe in making money. Why? Because I'm not a hunter-gatherer, so the only way I can get what I need is to be a consumer, which requires money. And if you're thinking of living any other way, because there's communes, where people put their money together, that turns into a cult real quick, I'm sure. But that's one way to live, but that's no way for all the people to live, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
So clearly, anti-communism. Anti-commune, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, I'm against it. If it works, go ahead. Branch Davidians didn't work out for it. 90 people died there. So let's see here. Be careful when you start a commune that doesn't turn into a cult. Main thing you should make sure is not to stockpile tons of automatic weapons, because that's why they all get raided. Those will be doing whatever the fuck they want out there. Well, let's see here. That's alcohol, tobacco, and firearms for you. Personally, I think people should be owning as many guns as they want. But do you really need to? Let's move on.
This is a pretty cheap tape recorder I'm using, so I'm not even sure how it transferred over to YouTube. It doesn't have a USB jack or wire that we connect to the computer. It has one for headphones and one for microphone. That's about it. So, yeah. I guess I just hold it up to the speaker. I guess it's like a two-way speaker on the computer. I mean, where else would it get sound from? Because a microphone kind of looks like a speaker, so it makes sense that I hold it up to the speaker. The speaker is actually dual acting as a microphone. And I know where the camera is on that. I figured out that much. So there. Capitalism in action. Well, or at least entertainment. If I entertain a few people, that'd be good. Give me some good karma. I say a lot of entertaining things, as a matter of fact. Most people I would know say that I'm quite funny, but I'm not angry. And, yeah, so I'm funny. I might make some money. And that rhymes, so I'm going to do it.
All right, well, we're reaching the 30-minute mark, which is when I promise to stop bothering you and wasting your time. So we covered some interesting topics today. The most interesting is how Harper has the same beard as Gritty. Look it up. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get ready to end this. Hopefully, you're enjoying the series. You can always go back or forward, and I'll figure out how to organize it at some point. But yeah, this is episode 2, How I Became a Skinhead, which we covered in the beginning. Then I went back to the tape recorder. I think I'm about to run out of recordings. So it's going to be all new material. So I'd love you to leave comments so I have something to discuss. And be sure to follow me. Follow me, the Gay Schizophrenic. or Big Paulie, whatever you want to call me. Well, anyway, till next time, check you later. Check you later, man. What the hell?